Hello, everyone, and here we are at the last live broadcasting we will be doing from the booth of the Global Food Regulatory Science Society GFORSS at the exhibition hall of the 16th Dubai International Food Safety Conference. And we are so honored and glad to close this amazing day and this amazing conference with Mr. Lucas Blaustein. Hello, Mr. Lucas.
Hello. Thank you for the invitation to speak. It's great to be here today.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm here at this amazing annual conference. What a better place to be. It's the biggest annual policy event talking about food safety, talking about issues relevant to food trade, talking about sustainability. This is the place to be. If you like agriculture, if you like food safety, you need to be here.
Indeed. If you may kindly at first present yourself to us, to our audience, your activities here as a regional agricultural attaché of the USDA in the UAE.
Absolutely. Okay, so what is an agricultural attaché? I guess that's the first question. People normally have no idea that we actually, in the United States, going all the way back to 1905, have a foreign agricultural service. It was actually based in London on the London Board of Trade and was focused on the global sugar trade. So I'm based here in the United Arab Emirates. I'm on a team of 7 in the Office of Agricultural Affairs. We're actually a regional office, so we have employees that cover the region here. We call it the GCC4. So effectively, we're working on the markets of Oman, Kuwait, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, and then we have a brother office in Riyadh that covers Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, and Yemen. So it's really a collaborative effort here. But why? Why is the U.S. Department of Agriculture here? What are we doing? Well, it's really about collaboration. It's that simple. We're focused on enhancing markets through open information. You can Google us, USDA Dubai. You'll come across our reports. They're all publicly available, all free. We do a great export report on just generally how new companies can come to the market. We summarize all the food regulations that are impacting businesses here in the United Arab Emirates. We also do an annual report on grain and feed, covering the whole region. And then a poultry report, the only poultry report actually that's published annually that's free to consumers, all available online. So information is a big part of collaboration. We're also working on market promotion. So you can see here on my chest, I have my friend, Akila El Akila, a wise woman that eats a lot. You can follow her on Instagram. So we're doing marketing through consumer outreach, through category outreach, through B2B. We're focused on promoting U.S. agricultural products, increasing market share, making sure that consumers here are aware of the high quality, healthy food coming from the United States, that you can get those products on store shelves here in the UAE and throughout the whole region. And then we're also focused on working on more of the government type of stuff. So obviously I work for the U.S. government. I work for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. I'm based at the U.S. consulate. So we're involved in trade negotiation and facilitation, making sure that if there's an issue with a stuck shipment for a U.S. product, we're helping. We're advocating for companies. We're advocating for consumers. We're advocating for smart, science-based regulations that make sure that every country in the world has the opportunity to compete on what? On value and quality. And that consumers here in this region have access to safe, affordable food. And that's why we're at the Food Safety Conference, of course.
Indeed. So what a fascinating field of work and activities. And we are here at the closing of the Dubai International Food Safety Conference, the 16th Dubai International Food Safety Conference. And after 2 years of lockdown, we are finally meeting again in person. So can you share with us also some insight about the sessions you participated to, the main key messages you can share with us, the take-home messages from this very interesting international conference?
Yeah, absolutely. Why do I say this is the place to be? Besides being here in the UAE, which is such a forward-leaning country, they're really challenging all of us throughout the world to think about how we're regulating, how we're thinking about using technology. You've got the Museum of the Future, for crying out loud. This is the place to be when you're looking forward, right? And that's having an impact on the food business more than any other business, right? We have a mission. We have to feed, we have to clothe, and we have to shelter the world. And that world, that population, it's growing. It continues to grow. We're probably going to peak less than 10 billion, right? We're adding 2 billion mouths. So that's why we're here. And we've just learned so much, and I hope contributed to this amazing event annually. We've done a number of panel discussions. I was on a panel discussion talking about nutrition and non-communicable diseases and sharing the U.S. experience. We've heard a lot from other countries besides the United States. The UK, the United Kingdom, has been heavily involved. You've had individuals here from the EU as well. There's really been a good collaborative approach because that's what it takes to solve these issues that impact food trade. It means we need to all have a stake in this, not just as consumers, but as governments, as individual companies. We are all involved in making sure that safe food is accessible to everyone. So that panel discussion was really about that topic exactly. It's about how do we regulate non-communicable diseases, things that, we're taking in, right? We're consuming, and what's worked and hasn't worked. So talking about taxation and the benefits and costs of it, how effective it can be. The outcome of that was amazing. We had panelists from the GCC Standardization Organization, the GSO. GSO does an amazing job in this region. Besides being the body politic, they also govern regulations. And we had a speaker from the GSO on the panel. We had speakers from Oman and Bahrain, presenting on what Oman is doing, presenting on what Bahrain is doing in these sectors. And just through that mutual conversation on the panel, we were able to come to some conclusions about sharing data and outcomes, making sure that when we're putting in place these new regulations here throughout the GCC, that are obviously having an impact on consumers here as well as trade partners like us in the United States, that we're sharing outcomes, that we're looking forward at. If we do this regulation, can we then measure the benefit or cost? So this is a very important topic, and I love to see those tangible outcomes out of these conversations.
Great. And also at the Global Food Regulatory Science Society, we cherish a lot our close partnership with USDA and with you. So we would like also to hear your thoughts about this collaboration between you and the Global Food Regulatory Science Society.
Absolutely. I mean, GFORSS is simply amazing. It's a truly amazing organization in that it's standing up resources here in this region. Obviously I'm a cowboy, right? I come from the United States. I'm from Texas originally. I wear the hat. Easy to identify. You see me anywhere, say hi. Why do I wear my country's get up, right? Because I'm out here promoting U.S. agriculture. But when I walk into a room here anywhere in the Arab world, it's not about my voice. It's not about my voice. It's about the local voice. It's about the Arab science. It's about the Arab opinion. That's the opinion that needs to be at the forefront of any of these conversations. And, GFORSS is doing an amazing job engaging people throughout this region, working with regulatory bodies, working with governments, working with academia, working with NGOs to stand up high quality science and research to support the organization. I was at a recent GFORSS event on collaboration between the Dubai Municipality Central Laboratory and the African Union. What an amazing event. I mean, we had all these AU scientists coming here to the UAE to learn about technology, to learn about techniques in the laboratory environment, how to do risk assessments, how to do tests. And the trainers were from where? They were from India. And here is a USDA GFORSS program with trainers from India, with African Union scientists learning from Emiratis. Wow. I mean, how awesome is that? Yeah, we have the whole world. We're covering the whole world. And that's only because of the hard work that GFORSS is doing. And that's just one example of the many, many events. GFORSS was started here where? At the Dubai, at the Dubai International Food Safety Conference. What, 2 years ago, I think it was?
Yeah, 2 years ago. So in December 2020.
Yeah, and that's an example of why this conference can have such a great impact is, this conference provided the connections to bring forward experts in the field from Arab countries all over the region. And, not only MENA, not only the Middle East here, the GCC, but also North Africa as well. So you have the whole MENA region here together and bringing expertise, bringing local opinions, contributing to science, contributing to research, and really forwarding so much positive outcomes here for governments and for consumers. So that's why I'm excited to be here. I love talking with GFORSS. Every opportunity I can to support a GFORSS event, I'm there because you just do such great work.
Thank you so much. And on that, and together, we will be closing our broadcasting for today. And at the end of this, the DIFSC 16th Dubai International Food Safety Conference. And please stay tuned for all GFORSS's activities and follow us on all our social media platforms, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and see you.